So today on my video, I'm going to show you guys how I am making what I am calling my moat so that I can create my grape vineyard. I'm starting at the corner of my barn there, and I'm setting up T-posts and I'm pounding them into the ground so that I can have a fence line that will go from the corner of my barn there, and it will eventually go all the way down to the corner of my property. Right now, it does not go that far. I love my sheep. I love my animals. Every time I do anything on the farm, there they are, investigating and so curious and wondering what's happening. But anyway, in order for me to grow grapes, I needed to have a support for them. And so that fence line is going to be perfect. Grapes need mostly sun, and they need rocky soil that's well drained. And so this is going to be the perfect area to start my vineyard. But also, sheep love grapes. They will eat the leaves, the stems, the grapes, everything. So my grapes don't stand a chance if I don't make it so the sheep cannot get into the grapes. So the first thing I have to do is get these T-posts pounded in, and then I'm going to try to figure out how to turn these rolls of chicken wire into an adequate fence for now. So I hope if I'm ever able to inspire anybody in any way that, as far as homesteading or doing projects around your home, your farm, your property, your apartment, whatever your situation is, if there's anything anybody can ever take away from anything I say, I hope it's that you just have to learn to make do. You have to get creative and use what you've got. And I'm finding that if you do that, if we can just figure out a way to get by using what we have, the better things will come. And I know it would be so much easier if I could use a cattle panel or a horse panel fencing. I would be able to pound these posts in, set these panels against it, attach them, and I'd be done. It would be up and super solid, but that's also really expensive. And if I keep waiting until I can save, $1,000 of money that's needed elsewhere to use on panels, I'll never get these grapes in. I'll never get the vineyard going. So for now, last fall I found some 50-foot rolls of chicken wire on sale at Lowe's for $11. So I grabbed 3 of them, and I knew that I was going to do this spring as soon as I could. My son gave me these T-posts that he has saved over the years, and so I'm using what I've got, and I'm getting it up. Once I got all the T-posts up, I was really nervous and worried to start this chicken wire business because it's really hard to stretch out chicken wire and make it work on a fence line. I don't have the equipment to do that. I'm trying to make do by using my tractor and a big metal pole that I weave in and out of the chicken wire, and put a string on the top and the bottom and attach it to the tractor and then pull it. And it does an okay job as far as allowing me to get some of it stretched out a little bit and attached, so it's at least up and protecting the grapes that I plant. But it is by no means complete. It's up, but I still need to find a better way to stretch out this fence. And you'll see in a few minutes, as you keep watching the video, that there are parts that are okay, and then you can see the the loose parts of the fence. So that's why I don't like using chicken wire, but I have resorted to that because I am just refusing to accept that I can't move on with what I'm wanting to do because of money or because of lack of ability to get enough panels that I would need. I just am a firm believer that if we do the best that we can do with what we've got, the rest will come. And it's just those little things in life that help us leap to that next step, I think. So I hope I'm able to inspire someone, anyone, maybe it'll be you, to do something even if you don't have exactly what you need to do it. Try it anyway. Do the best you can do. Get creative. Be willing to think out of the box a little bit and use your talents and gifts in whatever way you can that might be different than what you thought they were intended for. So here's my $11 roll of chicken wire. That's Penelope coming to see again what I'm doing. And if you've ever unwound a roll of chicken wire, it's held together with a thin piece of wire that you have to take off before it unrolls. So I hook it up and I use those little metal plates. And if I was using like that mesh type wire that's thicker and a little more sturdy than chicken wire, this may have worked much better. But for chicken wire, although the concept is really good, but after I got all of these little metal plates up and screwed on, it was pretty good. But when I went to stretch the chicken wire, it was stretching too much and wasn't allowing me to pull it at all level. So I ended up taking all of these little metal plates off, and I found something else in my shed that worked much better. I think it's called facing or something. I don't know. I can't remember. But you can see as I'm pulling this that I just couldn't get this part to stretch out at all evenly. So I took off all the plates, put them around the corner, and just tacked it there temporarily while I put up this corner piece of facing. And it's a metal strip that will fit right over the corner of the barn there, and I can screw it in, and that, I believe, is going to work much better for this situation. Eventually, I will have wooden posts cemented into the ground and have a nice little gate right there. But for now, this will work as a temporary fix so that I can get the vineyard started. Get all the grapes planted and roots taking hold and starting to climb up the fence line. So anyway, I get that all up there and I start unrolling the roll of chicken wire, and it's just given me heck the whole time. I tried doing it one section at a time and securing it. It worked okay, but not really. So then I came up with the idea to weave the pole in and out of the chicken wire, put twine on the top and bottom of the pole and attach it to my tractor and pull. And that did okay. I can't say that it was a complete fail, because it did work somewhat okay. Again, my fence still needs stretched, very much so. But it did okay. So I got it down almost to the end of where my T-posts were, and then I ran out of that first roll, so I had to undo my second roll. I undid my second roll, but I don't want to cut it because I think it will be easier to stretch if I keep it as a whole. So I attached it very, and it's not good at all. Just a quick fasten job to the last T-post and then over to the fence line, kind of in a kitty corner manner. And I just kind of tacked it there with some twine for now, until I get more T-posts and I can finish that whole row. But it's enough. There's enough of this row done now that I could go ahead and plant my grapevines. So I planted 3 new ones, and there's 2 from last year planted in a box. I'm not sure if they have lived or not. I guess we'll find out. They struggled from the minute I planted them last year, and I think that's because my sheep kept eating leaves and destroying them. So we'll see if anything happens with those or not.
Oh, look, you guys are locked out now.
But here's my little sheep, and they are quite offended that they can't get close to me. Usually when I'm in the pasture, they're like all right up in whatever business I'm doing. But you can see I've planted the grapes. I had 2 green grapes and 1 red grapes. And for those of you planting grapes, grapes love very well-drained soil, rocky soil, even sandy soil they like. And you can see, there's my fence line. And I will figure out what I need to do to get it stretched more so that it's going to last, long enough for me to get things going the way they need to get going. But it's a start, you guys. It's a start, and I'm super excited about it. And I just hope, if you guys have a dream this summer and you've always wanted to do something, find a way to do it. It's those little things in our life that just really get us excited, get us outside, and get us wanting to do stuff. And to create a better space and a better place for ourselves and our families. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.